So I wanted to do a very harsh video with my my thing on because I'm cold and my balcony door is broken, and so whatever. So in a attempt to sweeten the subject a bit, here I am with my whatever you call here this. Okay, so this is about a very serious issue, which is how do we know that we are doing inner work properly if we are healing truly. So there are some signposts. First of all, if you are doing inner work properly, consistently, truthfully, you are going to notice that your instinct, let's call it like that, will be every time you are confronted with a situation or a person, especially when that situation or person is frustrating or painful in some way. So you are going to notice that your instinct is to ask yourself, how is this pertinent to me? Why does this situation or person frustrate me? Okay, so this is the first signpost. Everything becomes about what is it in you that is getting pushed and triggered and not doesn't feel like peace. Okay, so another point is that which is closely related to this one. Instead of going inwards and asking yourself what's in it for me, basically, what does it say about me, you're going to not do inner work and become aggressive, frustrated, reactive towards the person or the circumstance. You, that other person, are not, welcome in my life because you are in some way not good. You either are pushy, you are frustrating, you don't understand, we don't get along well, something's wrong with you, so get lost. That's a signpost for not doing inner work. And okay, I hope that's clear. Another thing that's happening is that if you ever do manage to resist somebody in front of you telling you some things about yourself, or even in your own contemplations, you arrive at a point where you have nowhere to go out of, I'm kind of sort of like fucked up. A signpost for not doing inner work is that the I'm fucked up ends there. There's no follow up. There's nothing that takes place further. It's just, I'm fucked up, but still, I expect my experience to get better for some reason. And which leads me to point number 3. Temporal projection. What I mean by that, something's gonna happen at some point in the future, in 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, 2 years, where something's gonna happen that fucked up me is going to have a totally different experience. Okay, for some reason, usually very unicorny reason. Well, that's not inner work. That is running away. That is, projecting out further and further some type of miracle that will embellish your life. Another thing that might happen is that, let's say you have gathered enough information about inner work, even though you did none of it. And so you can say that everything in everybody's life is happening as it should. Except that when something is happening in your life, that experience somehow is not valid and you are a victim of it, or you have to solve it somehow through disengaging from the circumstance. Whereas healthy, proper inner work is understanding that every experience that exists in every person's life, including yours and including the frustrating experiences, you are the cause, you are the projecting mechanism of those experiences. Okay, so that's that. So another signpost is that you find a way to shame and blame everything out there for what you feel and what you think. So you will interact with life in some way where everything is happening to a poor you, who, even though it's fucked up, it's still a tragedy and something needs to happen to get out of that. That's not inner work. Again, that is just deflection, rationalization, frustration, running away. It's just learning a poem and not understanding what this is about. So how do we know? How do we understand if we are healing properly? Well, the only way to understand, to be sure, is that your outlook on life and on your experience is changing, and you're starting to realize more and more how you yourself are producing the circumstances that come towards you. So let's take this girl who has a boyfriend. Or no, let's take this woman who has a husband or a long-time partner. So let's say 5 years ago she started doing inner work. And let's say that 10 years ago she was saying that her partner is totally screwed up, and this is what she was saying 5 years ago. And since she started inner work, she's still saying the same thing, and how her partner needs to change. And if her partner doesn't change, she would have to do something about it, or something will have to happen so that that relationship gets either broken or healed. Well, when you hear this, you have to understand that this person has changed nothing about their outlook on their relationship. This girl does not look into herself enough to see that she is half of the relationship or a big part of it, and that she's contributing to that discomfort and dis-ease through the way that she's looking at the partnership. And maybe through the way that she's looking at the partnership as the other person is not working. So they need to disappear. They need to change. They are not right in some way. Whereas the girl, even though she's a little bit not right, she will deserve better someday. She will manage someday to find somebody better. And or her inner work will pick concepts that are in that flow, where every single realization that she has, it comes on the path of her finding somebody better. Yeah, no, nothing will be about, hey, I need to behave differently. I need to see something else about my partner. I need to this and that. Okay? Nothing will be inner work at all. It will be just, I want things my way. I'm sick of this person. For some reason, I cannot see them as they are, and I cannot see me as I am. And I keep projecting that something else would be better, because that is my goal. Actually, it's not inner work, it's not making the relationship work, it's not finding a way to interact properly with people. It's just that I'm sick of what I have, and I project that I'm gonna have better in this another way. Okay, so this is more or less what I wanted to say. I don't want to make this too long, but basically, what you need to realize is that when you are doing inner work, your the frame of mind that you have will change towards what is it that I can fix and change and heal within myself, rather than asking whomever, the universe, that this person who is frustrating me and who's not really good for me just disappears somehow. Just in some way or form, they need to go. So I hope this clears some stuff. It's complicated, it's painful. I mean, think about it. You telling this to somebody who is only knowing about inner work and not doing any inner work. They will jolt. They will perceive you as a hurtful person, somebody who has no place in their life, who is as fucked up as everybody else, and they need to disappear from your experience. Not understanding that every experience is valid as long as it's in their life. So that's about it for now. I hope this helps. Bye.